Let's see some things.
Welcome to another episode
that we're going to deal with here.
Of what I learned from Bobby Hemmit.
Reason why they had to go ahead and they had to destroy these texts. Let's deal with some of the stuff.
This is
right
Bobby
out of the
Hemmit
text right
Direct.
now. So we're going to go to 113. And it says, okay, homosexual practices. These males and this homosexual is talking about here is not talking about an individual black person that so happens to be homosexual. They're not talking about that. They're not talking about the individual insofar that you are not even worth writing on. They are talking about a race of people. Whenever they deal with these commandments and stuff, they're talking about races other than the Gnostic race. Now, first of all, let me tell you what the Gnostic race is. Let's deal with this. The Gnostic race. The Gnostic race is the seed of the Holy Spirit that is hidden. And it says that is hidden. It says evil thought, inert, has not been removed from its midst, and the members of it are enslaved to wickedness. So there's a seed. Where's the seed? Who know the seed? What's the seed? Melanin, black dot. You all heard that before. So the seed, listen, but it's not removed from wickedness, the members of this it. But the seed is revealed in the perfect light and will stream forth upon each person, that's us. And like all being, it will be anointed. So there you have it. What is Christ? The anointed one. The seed they're talking about, they didn't say one damn person. The Gnostic scripts say it will stem forth in each person. When they talk about homosexual practices, they're not talking about homosexual practices in here as the same homosexual of just individuals and a moralism. This ain't got nothing to do with black people whatsoever. Black people are fools all around the planet. So therefore, we would never make it if it was based on a fire and brimstone God that's going to chastise us. Yeah. That's this is the Bentley Layton's book, and I'll tell you, I'll give you the name of the seed. I'll give you the page number of the seed in a few minutes. We're going to go through some scriptures right here. Now, homosexual practices. Those males among them are called Levites and do not have sexual intercourse with families. Excuse me. I'm reading too fast. Do not have sexual intercourse with females, but they have intercourse with one and another. One and another. They, of course, are the ones who are preferred and honored among them. Who is honored in the world right now? It sure ain't the black man. Talking about the white man. On this labor in vain. Now, what they're talking about here, they're talking about a homosexual race or asexual race. Even a man hater, which is sexism, is a part of homosexuality. You see what I'm saying? They're talking about a race they're talking about the white race. They're not talking about a homosexual individual, because we have taken
Okay, I would like to add something. Just hopefully I can just say it quickly. I'm just going to make some points. Point number one is that there is a law of the universe called the law of attraction. Point number two is the law of attraction is based on magnetism. Point number three is that the biggest mass of energy attracts a smaller mass of energy. Point number four is that your brain is an electromagnetic field. So what you think, your thoughts are actual physical things on the earth plane that attract what you think about. Point number five is that media of the word media comes from the word medium, and the word medium means in between or some kind of pathway, a pathway. So whether you think so or not, the media, what you see on TV, gets into your subconscious mind, and basically that is the level of yourself that you're not spiritually awake to, and basically it is also it's everything you see is remembered, but what you retain mentally is usually short-term memory things, but there's different levels of your memory. So one of the levels of your memory is that you actually do remember every single thing you see, but you're not conscious of it. So that is also how your DNA has a memory, but you're not conscious of it. So let's put a period on that point, and let's jump back to the idea of the law of attraction, which I just gave you little pieces of it. That understanding the law of attraction, which is a law of the universe, it even applies to dust particles, people. Okay? Dust collects, right? Dust collects, you get a dust ball, it turns into a fur ball practically, even from human hair and dead skin shedding. And if you have a collection of dust or whatever. But anyway, the law of attraction is why people copy things that they see on TV. Whether it's consciously or unconsciously, mostly it's unconsciously. Because what you are surrounded by, you are affected by. And if you don't have something else grounding you and taking up more of your mental space, then and why are you going to copy it? Not only because one, the law of attraction, but two, it's human nature to copy something. And three, it is human nature to need a sense of belonging. So whether it is consciously or unconsciously, every human being needs to have a sense of belonging, and you're supposed to be in a group with people, not an individual, just doing your own thing. And so because of that lack of tribal identity, group group unity, and a solid identity of who you are, people copy what they see in the media, especially Americans, because they don't have anything anchoring them as far as their identity. So then that's why you have people just, following anything that is in the media, different lifestyles, just anything you propose to your brain, if it's shown to you enough times, you accept it. So that is the state this kind of topic. But Bobby Hemmit let you know that, well, anyway, I'm going to let you know that the balance of the law of the universe is masculine, feminine, and child energy. Masculine, feminine, and child energy. Those three are the natural reproduction of the universe. Masculine and feminine come together to make child. So it is what it is. I mean, that is even how they have made the electrical cords. There is a masculine plug, and then there's a feminine plug. The plug that sucks in is feminine. The prong sticking out that pushes is masculine. Now, we will end with that little trivia. That was a revelation I got many years ago. I was like, aha, even electricity follows the principle of masculine and feminine. They have made it so. Because actually, electricity is just magnetism, but we're not going to get all into that. But my point is that they made the cords match a masculine and feminine operation. And yeah, so anyway, that ends another episode of What I Learned from Bobby Hemmit, and we got done in 8 minutes and 30 seconds. The end. You will increase in consciousness at whatever level you are at, and may the energy of destruction increase in you, and your powers of destruction increase in you through your mental thought.